All right, coming up next, it's a welterweight showdown between Tony Ferguson and Michael Chiesa. Well, this dude is a submission magician. I am very thankful I am not fighting him here tonight, and it's really a case of pick your poison. He has so many different chokes in his arsenal and has been a master of getting these fights exactly where he wants them.
There are black belts, and there are guys like this who can do jiu-jitsu at a level that not many people, regardless of the time spent, can truly get to. His understanding of position is truly unbelievable. He always has the frame. The moment you start to press into him, he's always underhooking, always looking for the next escape route, but not to get back to his feet.
Right.
He wants to go from bottom to top. If he's in the top position, you are constantly in danger. Don't think he can't submit you from the bottom.
Right.
But his position of choice will always be in the top position, sitting in that beautiful half guard.
Yeah, his striking also has improved a lot, but no secret as to what he'll be trying to do in this matchup tonight. Well, he was the first man to amass a double-digit winning streak in the shark-infested lightweight waters in the UFC, the former interim champion El Cucuy Tony Ferguson back on the proving ground here tonight.
Tony Ferguson was able to navigate the toughest division in the UFC. He's one of the most diverse, nasty strikers the UFC has ever seen, and you couple that with that college wrestling background. Every time you step foot in the octagon with Ferguson, you know you have your hands full. One of the most exciting fighters the UFC has ever seen.
He is an 8-point striker, outstanding submission game, has a lot of good chokes in his arsenal. He'll lean on that Darce choke, has a pretty good triangle as well.
Watch that low single.
I'm telling you, Tony Ferguson ready to prove yet again that he is one of, if not the best lightweight on planet Earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 18 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Spokane Valley, Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Michael Maverick Kiesa! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, folks, round 1 is underway. Good to have you with us tonight. This could be a very technical fight, and if you are someone who likes the jiu-jitsu game, this is not a fight you want to miss.
We've got a different audience tonight.
Yeah.
Because when this one was announced, the whole entire jiu-jitsu world took notice. They said, wow, we get to watch these 2 fighters compete in the UFC. It's something we've wanted for years. Just has to happen in the octagon. It did not happen in a jiu-jitsu competition, but they're more than happy.
Now, in a quick entry.
Great single entry. Rotates the high punch, taking for a ride.
Ferguson's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Side control now. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way, or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock, and if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has...
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Tony Ferguson. Single collar tie now.
Look at the control.
Oh, late defense on the takedown and scrambles to his feet. Nicely done. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big, explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
I mean, how many can he take? Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Ferguson.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Less than a minute now to go in round one. Solid strike on the ground. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't wanna mess around for too long. Ferguson's right back to the full mount.
Now the guy's got armbar, he's attacking it on him. Attacking armbar. You gotta recognize...
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and gotta be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts. He loaded up on that right hand, too.
Nice connection there by Tony Ferguson. You're probably glad you never had to prepare for a fighter like this in your day.
I've never seen anything like that, and I'm not sure there's anyone like that going up in the weights. Tony Ferguson does not give you any idea of what you're facing. When you're in there, you're confused. He doesn't give you any type of pattern inside the octagon.
Hey, finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort, but finally now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura. And the turn on the elbow, and he's gonna chase the submission finish.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Kiesa. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
He needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hand, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Oh, tags him with the left.
That left hand has been really effective tonight.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Kiesa's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here.
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flat. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you gotta look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Round 3 next.
Stop!
Your opponent obstructed that last round. You need to be smarter. Technically, you're a better striker than he is.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage, the other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC. Oh, nice right hand.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And just misses with that big right hand.
Another punch to the head. He's really turning every part of himself into those strikes to the head.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Kiesa has got full mount now. I mean, how many can he take?
Posture up, finish up.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Kiesa's got a big bruise starting to form on the right side of his body. Lands the grounded pound strike here.
Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes, oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control.
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Ferguson. 2 minutes and change to go in our third and final round. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Oh, that'll work. The ground and pound strike is good. Kiesa's pass attempt denied. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Tony Ferguson. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Ferguson. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, so as we await the judges' scorecards, DC will look back at his handiwork. He had it all going from a striking standpoint tonight.
Man, he did a great job. It was very entertaining to watch someone be in such a great state of flow, a great flow state in regards to the stand-up. He said that tonight we would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 9-28, and 30-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Michael Kiesa!
All right, so the judges are in agreement tonight. He is your winner by unanimous decision. Certainly pretty easy fight to score, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was an easy fight to score. Whereas his opponent had a few moments, he was the one that truly did lead all the interactions. He's the person that truly did dictate if the fight was